back ACE exams. This is Maath Alabdali, and today I'll be explaining completing the square for GCSE Maths. Okay, so these are the type of question that they're gonna ask you for you to use the completing the square method. So the first question could be that they ask you to find the turning point of the quadratic equation, or minimum point or maximum point, which is literally the same thing as turning point, or could ask you to find the values of x for the quadratic equation. So I'll show you how. So over here the question says to find the turning point of the following quadratic equation. So we have the equation x squared plus 16x minus 57. The first thing that you do is open a bracket, write x plus the coefficient of x, which is 16, divided it by 2, close bracket, squared, minus the coefficient of x again, divided it by 2, square it, minus 57, equal to 0. Minus 57, I'll just complete it from the equation. So x plus 16 divided by 2 is 8 squared, minus 8 squared, 64, minus 57, so equal to 0. So minus 57 minus 64 is minus 121. So x plus 8 squared minus 121 equal to 0. So the turning point of the following quadratic equation is the negative of this number. So if it is plus 8, then it should be minus 8. If the number is negative, then we turn it into positive. If the number is positive, we turn it into negative. And the y coordinates is just the same thing, minus 121. So the turning point of this quadratic equation is minus x minus 121. The question tells you to find the values of x. You literally do the same thing. X plus 16 divided by 2 is 8 squared, minus 8 squared is 64, minus 57 equal to 0. X plus 8 squared minus 64 minus 57 is minus 121 equal to 0. So you find x by x plus 8 squared. You add 121 to both sides, so you'll get x plus 8 squared equal to 121. You square root both sides, and you should get x plus 8 equal to square root 121. Then you subtract 8 from both sides, so x equal to square root 121 minus 8. So x will either be plus 11 minus 8, or it will be minus 11 minus 8, because you know how when you square root a number, you get plus or minus number. So plus 11 minus 8 is 3, so x is either equal to 3 or x equal to minus 19. These are the two values of x. Now what number in front of x squared? It's simple. You do the same thing. All you have to do at the beginning is just factorize it. So you put 2 outside, so 2x squared plus 8x minus 70 divided by 2 is minus 35. And then you do the same thing, completing the squared method to this. So 2x plus 8 divided by 2. Now be careful, because you have lots of brackets in here. So 8 divided by 2 squared minus 8 divided by 2 squared minus 35. Now 2, open bracket, x plus 4 squared minus 4 squared minus 35. So 2, open bracket, x plus 4 squared minus 16 minus 35 is minus 51. And then you expand it. So what I mean is you put 2 inside. So 2x plus 4 squared minus 102. So the turning point of this will just be the negative of that, which is minus 4, and the y coordinate will just be the same, minus 102. So that is the turning point. Now the common mistake for students to do is that they do not multiply 2 by 51, and they'll just write, instead of writing here minus 102, they'll write minus 151, which is wrong. So you have to multiply 2. Now, if the question tells you to find the value of x, you just do the same thing. So you stopped it here, x plus 4 squared minus 102 equal to 0. You add 102 to both sides, you get 2, x plus 4 squared equal to 102. You divide 2 by both sides, so x plus 4 squared equal to 51. Now you square root both sides, x plus 4 equal to square root 51, and you subtract 4 from both sides, so x equal to square root 51 minus 4, and then do not forget the plus or minus. So you should put that into the calculator. You'll either get x as 3.14, or you either get x as minus 11.14. Okay, so exam style question. Question says write x squared plus 8x plus 6 in the form of x plus a squared plus b, where a and b are constant. So I'll give you time to do this question. Pause the video and try to do it by yourself. Okay, so we have x squared plus 8x plus 6. So you do x plus 8 divided by 2 squared minus 8 divided by 2 squared plus 6. So x plus 4 squared minus 16 plus 6. Then x plus 4 squared minus 16 plus 6 is minus 10. And then we wrote it in this form. So a and b are constant. 4 is a and b is minus 10. The next exam style question, pause the video and try to solve it on your own as well. Okay, so the question tells us to find the minimum point of this quadratic equation. So equation is y equal to x squared plus 4 x plus 7. You literally do the same thing, x equal to x plus 2 squared minus 2 squared plus 7 equal to x plus 2 squared minus 4 plus 7 and x plus 2 squared plus 3. So the turning point or the minimum point will be minus 2, 3. The negative of this number and the y coordinate is 3. It's literally the same thing here. So thank you very much for listening. See you in the next video. Stay safe, and if you like the video, do not forget to subscribe for more amazing videos. Thank you. Bye.